Nithyanandam everyone, once again, with all auspicious blessings of His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda, my Swamiji, I welcome all of you to this video. So in this video I wanted to share with all of you about spiritual name. Now I myself personally have gotten 4 spiritual names from Swamiji, and this is the ultimate. There's no other name after this. 4 spiritual names from Swamiji, and I wanted to share with you how a name given by a living avatar, especially by Swamiji. I mean, if you have been given spiritual names by other masters or from other religion, um, that is ultimately a different experience from what I can say, because I've only gotten spiritual names from Swamiji, and I can only speak for how it is. What kind of experiences it has given me, what kind of transformation it has given me, and so on and so forth. So my first name that Swamiji gave was in 2012, my first inner awakening. He said, he gave my name as Nithya Atmanatana, and that means eternal soulful dance. And at that time when I got the name, I was a little perplexed, because I was like, Natana, I've never learned classical dancing, nor do I know that. But okay, so I started using that name. Like, I would call myself that, and I'll have my family members call me also that. And by, I experienced such a different space where during kirtans, dancing, and all of that, it brings me such a fulfillment, such a unexplainable joy actually. And that is when I started realizing, when my body is moving in for no apparent reason, when it's just moving, dancing, it does not withhold anything, and I'm just very alive. I feel very alive, like not only where I always feel myself alive, which is usually like the upper body, but feeling alive in the entire body. It actually gave me a very, very different experience, Manitya Atmanatana. And and then I started, then by end of that year, I went for my second inner awakening. And during that inner awakening, I was still bearing the name Manitya Atmanatana, and also Swamiji also used to call me as Atmanatana. And it was during that inner awakening I even saw how like the completion of that name happened, the extreme fulfillment of the name happened during that inner awakening. And by the end of that inner awakening, I got the name Manitya Priyankananda, which means embodiment of his love. And in that, during that time, that phase of having the name, it was about for 3 months I had that name. And during that time I was in Malaysia starting my degree in a city where there is no, like, I was by myself basically. There was no culture shock whatsoever. And during that time, that 3 months in a city where it's completely new to me, I just saw myself, like, my entire life at the time, my entire world at the time was just, I could only see, it's just filled with me and Swamiji, just me and Swamiji, me and Swamiji. Wherever I went, there was no fear of people, or if any harm could fall since I'm a woman, or even anything at all. It was just completely, I felt very, very protected just by, I was alone myself. I felt very, very protected, and knowing that he was there all the time. And every single moment I could just see, like, it was I could just see it's all about me and Swamiji, me and Swamiji, me and Swamiji. I would be going for classes, and yet I'll be sitting in the most front row, sometimes second, but the laptop will be open, and just at the end, if you watch my screen, you'll see that I'm actually on two-way listening to satsang. All these fun things used to happen, and everything that I did was just for that experience of me and Swamiji. And it was really, really beautiful actually. It's one of the best moments of my entire 18 years of living, in fact. And I turned 19 at the end of the 18 years. I turned was the 3 months period, and I turned 19 exactly on the day I got my Naishtika initiation. So I came for sannyas on March 8th. March 9th was my March 10th was when the um, initiation happened. So I came for Krama Brahmacharyam, and during the Viraja Homa, Swamiji gifted me Naishtika Brahmacharyam. Until now, I am yet to cognize how is that a gift. Because my understanding of Krama and Naishtika was just based on the principles, so I was not really sure how that was a gift. But still, since it is a gift, I was very happy, of course. And with that, my name became Manitya Priyankananda Chaitanya, because I'm a Naishtika Brahmacharni. And during that whole time, I think I would say it was like bringing that whole experience of Manitya Priyankananda to a completion. And then Swamiji said, I'm going to, first he said that you finish your studies first, then I'll give you sannyas. And after some time, just before Guru Purnima, he said, okay, I'm giving you sannyas, go complete your parents and come back. So then sannyas happened, and within that year sannyas happened, Purna sannyas happened, and my name was Manitya Purnananda Swami. Now, when the moment Swamiji said my name, it's Manitya Purnananda, the moment Swamiji gifted that name, basically, he, I don't know how he does it, but basically he, for lack of better words, like he checks your energy, something like that, your path, and he gives that name. So my sannyas name is Manitya Purnananda Swami. The moment Swamiji said Manitya Purnananda, I was wondering, like, what is his name? He was literally like the background, just silent and some insects here and there. What's his name? I know what Purna means. I had to contemplate what is Purna, then I realized it's completion. Now what does that mean? But because I know what Priyanka means, so it's fathomable. I know what Atmanatana means, it's fathomable. But what does completion mean? So I asked Swamiji after a few hours or so. He said, when you're in that space, I was like, what is this space? So until now, I still remember that whole gesture of Swamiji when he said, when you're in that space, that is Purnananda. And so, and then and now it's been about 5.5 years after Purna Sannyas. All I can say is, every single moment, whether if it's which I can cognize, whether if it's my ups of up or downs of downs, in any testing moments, basically, even in your ups it's testing actually. So in any moment where it's up or a down, a peak or a valley, or it's just flat, realizing that in the end, whatever I'm experiencing, whether if it's a celebratory experience or like what is life all about kind of an experience, it boils down to that experience, that state, like I'm only sensing this, like the state of not being, that nothing can shake you, basically. It's not only negative, it's even like the good stuff. Nothing can shake you, and nothing should shake you. So that is what I'm realizing more and more. And yeah, that's about it. So my name is Manitya Purnananda Swami. That means completion. And I'm still exploring that name. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have received a spiritual name from Swamiji, first, make it legal. And second, let me know your experiences of how you've explored your spiritual name gifted by His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Until then, see you next time. Nithyanandam.